Sounds fun.
World record.
What?
Just the song sounds like we're gonna have a fun time.
It does set the tone.
World record.
I'm just gonna put something out there.
World record.
I think I had too much wine last night.
Oh, you have a hangover.
Sorta.
How
Just
many
kinda
glasses of wine
tired.
did you
She
have?
could
I
just
don't
be still
know.
drunk.
2?
3.
2.5? I mean, is it in the
That's not a
champagne
lot.
glasses? This much in a champagne, like a flute.
That's like a shot of wine,
That's like nothing.
right?
So I had like 2 of those, and then like 2 little glasses of wine. But
thought
then
it
that's
was
in the
a
big wine glass.
Natural wine.
I don't feel that bad. I just feel kind of tired. But I don't know.
Well,
I should
ladies
just
and gentlemen,
stop drinking altogether.
I
That's
did.
my New Year's resolution.
I stopped drinking.
We should.
you really?
We did.
Yeah, like 8 months ago.
Whoa,
Yeah.
you love it?
No, I'm fucking stressed out.
I kind
all
of
the
wish
time.
you were drinking, actually, to
Really?
be honest. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you
Yeah.
smoke weeds?
No.
You don't do it. You just went cold turkey.
When you were doing some other stuff to kind of.
I was dabbling
Heroin.
in like ketamine. I shouldn't. I don't want to be too much of an.
Everybody's
open book on
doing
there.
that. Everybody's
But
doing that.
I think the
That's-
ketamine was helped with the realizing that I should just stop drinking.
That's good.
And but now I don't do anything. I don't.
You just get mad.
Yeah.
That's your.
You're just stressed
I
out.
wouldn't say I'm mad.
You're not mad. You're just.
I'm stressed.
You're wound
I'm
up.
Fucking stressed.
And when you were drinking, you were just kind of like,
Yeah, everything will work itself out.
let's
you know?
order some.
But it
Let's order
does.
breakfast.
But it does. Just imagine you're
does.
drunk with that attitude, but you're sober.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, then there's like legitimate. Well, this is.
I am kind of bad. I'm kind of bad. I'm like, you could have some wine. You could have a drink.
Have a glass of
Have
wine.
a couple drinks.
Just
Relax.
or just like Coke. Do a lot of
Coke.
cocaine. That seems to like chill people out.
That would maybe help.
you would
Gets
certainly
me-
be inspired.
Yeah, maybe it would make me like work
Like,
hard.
yeah, you'd be running
Or the
around
next
the
time I
house.
see you, you're like, I'm an agent now.
yeah. Yeah, you'd be a real go-getter if you were on coke.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got the great Billy Wayne Davis here.
Yay.
in the
Been too long.
studio.
It's been too long.
BWD.
There's me.
Oh, BWD. I like that.
BWD. We
That's
got
BW.
BW, BWD,
Yeah.
and the A train.
Yeah.
Okay. Psh, psh, psh.
AT.
Pew, 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 pew.
AT. What have you been up to, Bill?
I was in Humboldt County this last two.
Oh, did you do
days.
that Savage Henry place?
No, I did I brought Ed Larson and Henry Zabrowski from last podcast on the left. Sorry to mention another podcast.
Oh, man.
It's all right. We love podcasts
Okay, good.
here.
Okay, cool. I deserved it. I earned that. And we went to the Mateel Center, which is like Southern Humboldt. They built it,
Mattel Center?
Mattel.
Oh,
Yeah.
What's
I thought
that?
it was like Hot Wheels.
It's like a community center, all these like back to land weed growers and stuff built over the years. And it's really, really rad. And then they just gave us a bunch of so much weed that we couldn't fly back, that we had to rent a car back.
Oh, shit. Can you fly with any amount of weed? Like in your
No comment.
check?
I
I mean,
think-
maybe
I
you
think
can
so.
hide it. But I mean, it's not illegal if you're in California, or is it if you're like
It's
traveling with it?
I think it really just depends on like who. Like they say that you can have up to an ounce.
Oh, okay.
Really?
Yeah, yeah. If you look it up on LAX, is
But depending on where you're
Website.
flying to, I guess.
well,
Well, it's still federally illegal, and
Don't
the planes are FAA regulated.
well the way it's been explained to me, and I don't fly with it, so don't even look at me.
You'd never do something
I
like that.
never do that. But the way it's been explained to me is like if you're carrying, like, you're kind of being a dick about it, and then they take it, it's whatever local jurisdiction.
Oh, okay.
It's like if the sheriff or the local police are like, yeah, just throw it away, go.
Right.
But
But they
know,
can bust your balls if they want.
if they were wanted to be a dick, they could be like, hey, you're not supposed to, and all that. But most of the time they're like, why are you being? Just hide it, like just be,
Yeah, like don't flaunt
just
it.
be cool.
Let's ask a weed store.
I was at the gas station in this car.
Dash. This is Sarah. How can I help you?
Hey, I was calling. I have a question about weed.
Yeah, what's up?
What? I have Billy with me, and he just got a bunch of weed, and he has to fly home. How much weed can you fly with?
As far as I know, legally, you're not supposed to fly with any weed at all.
But how am I supposed to get home with this weed?
Oh, honestly, I'm not too sure. I would tell Billy to just maybe ask some friends for some advice, but I don't know what to tell you on that one.
You're not like a weed lawyer, right?
No, I'm definitely not.
I have my 10-year-old
And,
son here
Hey.
too. Hey,
What my friends do is we put it in a balloon and we stick it up our butts,
Oh, nice.
like to get it into school and stuff. I'm on
Oh,
break
cool.
for Thanksgiving.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So you could try that, Uncle Billy.
Would that work for the airplane? Do you think?
I don't know. It kind of sounds illegal though, so I definitely wouldn't be interested in giving you guys illegal advice
That's
over the
true.
phone.
That's
That would be
true.
crazy.
That's true.
That would be crazy.
That would be
You hear
crazy.
me?
Yep.
Yeah.
You would
Oh, I
never
see.
do something
I
like
see what's
that.
happening.
Yep.
what if you smoke enough? Is there a
Exactly.
way to smoke enough weed where you could just fly? And he could just fly home on his own
I don't
accord?
know. I've never tried that. But I am getting a little line of customers, so I'm going to have to let you guys go unless there's anything else I can help you with.
What strain, if I wanted to fly, what strain would you recommend?
I would recommend some Skywalker.
Ooh, like Luke. Like what's that?
Yeah, like
what's
Luke
that?
Skywalker.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah. He could fly.
Okay.
In the movies, he
Yeah.
flew.
No, he can't fly.
He rides the saber. He rides his lightsaber like a broom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
remember
then he,
that?
oh, that's
All
right.
right.
'Cause
Well,
that's how he
I hope you
sealed his
guys
ass
enjoy
crack
the
closed.
rest of your Monday.
Pass me that balloon.
Thank you.
If you
Give me
ride
the
a
balloon.
Here, you
lightsaber, can it
Good
burn
luck,
your
Uncle
taint?
Blow it up
Billy.
first.
Bye.
It
Okay,
could burn
bye.
your hole closed. You know, I remember seeing Star Wars and I was like, lightsabers are fucked up. They can like cut your arm off.
Yeah.
I don't
Easily.
think there was a line of customers.
No,
No,
nobody.
There's
was allowed.
never a customer.
think
It's just it's a polite way to get rid of
Us.
an old idiot playing with the phone.
Two.
I thought it was funny.
Two old idiots, yeah. And a young.
I'm not
kid.
an
And a
idiot.
nice lady.
Yeah, see, I'm a nice young lady, and I'm not an idiot.
This is actually. I have to let everybody know. This is an AI episode of the World Record Podcast. We are all AI.
This is not. We are not. This is an AI video. These are our AI voices.
We're testing out a
Look how
new
many
way.
fingers I got.
Whoa.
See.
See?
Oh, shit.
He has too many fingers. That's how you
bunch of
know.
fingers.
Or when I smile, like I have like 50 teeth. Like, you know, are they smile all big and there's like lots of teeth?
What do you think of? So, how big is this place that you're playing up in Humboldt County?
It seats 400,000.
Wow.
So that's like.
Well, that might be the biggest.
It's too big. It
Stadium
is.
I've
It's
ever
too
heard.
big. It was too big to play. We
Did they
it
drape
felt
off
empty.
part of the venue?
No, it isn't. They just play like the huge speakers, so
Yeah.
it like echoes.
So it's like an arena.
16 people showed up. It was
Just all echo. Nobody can hear what you're saying.
yeah.
I
it
had
was
an
like-
idea to do a special. My old manager was, she was like, you need to do a special. And I was like, okay, let's do it at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
And she was like, that's impossible. And I was like, no, it's not. That'll be funny. That's a funny special. If I record a special at the Hollywood Bowl and there's tops like 250 people there,
Yes.
spread out.
You want them spread out? I think it'd be funnier if they're just like
All right in the front.
right in the front.
I don't know. I
The
think
shot is like it's packed the whole time. You shoot it like it's packed.
just shoot the first.
The one, yeah, it's like the same 10 people.
Can't even fill up the pit.
That
I
would
just
be
thought it'd be funny because then
That
you
is
can have
funny.
stuff going on in the audience. Like have some puppets,
But
have
do
a
you?
dog.
I mean, your management was right to be like, it's not. Because I think you need to be famous first to do that.
Well,
Well,
can't
I
you
think
do it like in
can
an
rent-
off time?
You can rent the Hollywood.
No,
Bowl,
I'm not
like-
saying from a logistics standpoint. I'm saying career wise. Like, people would be like, "This, what is this?" Like, if
Yeah.
they didn't know who you were.
Well, fake it till you make it. Isn't that what they say?
Who?
People that make it
Who
say
says that? Yeah.
But like people that don't make it don't say that. I don't.
People
think.
who are already famous because their parents were famous and rich. They're the ones who say that.
That is true.
That is true.
But
Do you have famous rich parents, Billy
Me?
Wayne Davis?
no, I had a bio that said I was the love child of Dolly Parton and Terry Bradshaw when I first started, and I just didn't understand how the business worked, and it caught on for people would ask me when I would get to places. They were like, "So like, Terry Bradshaw's your dad?" I was like, "God, does no one get that joke? That's clearly a joke. It's
Like,
an
damn.
insane thing."
Your mom's got big boobs.
I mean, it was. People were getting there. That's so cool.
Wait, show him the thing you did to Brendan Small yesterday.
Oh yeah, do you know what this is?
What?
It's Dolly Parton hiding behind a tree.
No, that's really great. It's a good joke.
I don't know
You're a
how
good
if
dad.
that was that's from like the 3rd grade.
Yeah,
I remember that.
That's a good one.
I don't know.
She does have big, giant breasts.
They're huge.
Does she in this day and age now that there's like plastic surgery and I mean
Well, I think she's a
back
pioneer.
then- yeah, she's a pioneer of tits. Do you ever go to Dollywood?
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot.
What do they have there? Just rides?
It's like it's actually a really kind of fun amusement park because they stick to the theme and then all that, and then they have like fun rides. So yeah, it's pretty great.
What's the theme though? Just Dolly
She has a
Parton?
bra.
It's
Isn't
just
there
like-
a bra fly? Isn't there like a?
It's just
flag
nipples
bra?
everywhere. It's just titties.
There's the titty
Big
bounce.
fake boob.
It's
that
just
titty
family oriented titty fun.
There's the bra slingshot.
Yeah.
They put people in one of her actual bras. And
After
hang
hours,
them
you can ride
across-
the titty fuck.
Where is it?
Shit.
Tennessee?
Yeah, or Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge.
Mm-hmm.
No,
That's,
I'm never going there.
I had sex with a pigeon once
In a forge,
in a forge.
in Valley Forge.
In a forge escape.
And what about the pigeon? Was anything notable about that sexual experience?
Pigeon was loose. It was like throwing a hot dog down a hallway.
Highway. You almost said a
throwing a-
highway.
So it's from New Jersey.
Yeah. I had sex with a New Jersey pigeon.
She was a whore. Wait, you don't like New Jersey either?
I just think it's fun to make fun of it.
Yeah.
It's like a great punchline. You know what I
New
mean?
Jersey.
Because it is kind of shitty, but there's some nice parts.
But you know what it is not? We'll drive from Philadelphia down to the shore, down a shore.
Yeah.
I like driving through it. It's pretty. Lots of trees.
Yeah, New Jersey gets a bad rap, I think. I think there's pretty parts of New Jersey. I don't know. It's just like a lot
I like
of
the
it is
Cape May
industrial.
Zoo. I like Cape May.
We went to Cape May.
Yeah.
There you go, everybody.
No, I don't mind.
Join the
It's just like
Patreon.
a funny thing. to
I've
make
never
fun
been
of.
to the. It is funny. I've never been to the scary parts of New Jersey because there are some.
Newark's like legit scary.
Yeah.
Where it's not
Or
like
Camden.
racism. It's like, oh, this is dangerous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Newark,
This is a
Camden was I don't know what Camden's like now, but Camden was always a.
Did you ever go there like in high school and like throw rocks through
No, we'd get
windows?
That's where I would go get my crack. Have you ever tried crack?
No, never. I was never like an uppers dude, so I never got into that.
Is crack an upper?
It's like
I
cocaine,
believe it is.
isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I
Very
have
much
no
so.
cocaine.
I think by definition, yeah. it is.
Crack is like the most popular drug.
Go on.
And I have no idea what the. I mean, I've heard the. I
Is it
heard an
meth?
Interview.
Like meth?
No, it's just like
something else.
smokable cocaine.
No, the
But-
people that like it love it. You're
yeah,
right.
it's
They
it's
do
really.
love it.
Should we try crack on one of the on an episode
No.
of the
I
podcast?
think when your kids graduate high school, that is how you celebrate. You guys should try crack.
Yeah.
And,
Be like,
and
"We did it."
Film it. Because that seems like the police love stuff like that.
Put it online. This is us doing crack. I don't know the like where you heat it up and like and you inhale
You guys are on
the
a football
fumes.
field and your kids are throwing up their hats.
Yeah,
and
we
you
have our
guys are like,
pipes.
You got like a Patagonia vest. You look like responsible parents. Like, yeah, y'all
Yeah,
did it.
you did it. We're getting high on crack.
What? You guys drink IPAs? What?
Yeah, we could do crack. We're still young and cool.
I do remember the first time I was hanging out with a dude who was like, had smoked crack recently and was like open about it. And I was like my opinion of him changed immediately.
Like he had smoked it that day.
Not that day, but like,
Who was the guy? Name names.
no, I can't because I don't know.
But what did he
may have
say?
like got his life together. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't know what he's doing, but
What did he say
In the
about
words
it?
of
he was like, he just said
Music
it
legend.
casually too. We were just like hanging out, and something came up, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I was over there," and blah blah blah. And he's like, "End up smoking crack," and I was like, "What?"
That's a serious thing.
It was so. He said it so cat. And I didn't react. I knew enough.
Yeah.
About being cool, and I was like, "You smoke crack a lot?" And he's like, "No, it's the first time I've ever done it." And I was like, "What a weird and casual." Because like, if you accidentally smoke crack, you'd be like, "Dude, the other night
Yeah.
Yeah.
I smoked crack."
Yeah.
It was
It was
fucking
crazy.
nuts.
Yeah.
But he was just like, "Yeah, I was
No.
in this, and this happened, and then we were like, smoked some crack, and it was pretty good, and then blah, blah." And then he was like, "So later, and I was like, "I don't understand."
But you definitely are. That's very serious. One of someone I worked with at Umami Burger years ago. She was like, "Yeah, I did meth." Her and her friend did meth, and she was like, "I was awake for like 7 days."
That's too many days.
Yeah,
That's too many
I
days.
think that's where you just go. That's where you
Where
get
you start
so
going
insane.
crazy,
Is
yeah.
because you. She's like, we literally could. She was like, it was amazing,
Don't
but then
go
we
crazy.
couldn't sleep.
You reach crazy.
Yeah, because you're not sleeping.
God.
I was like, that's crazy that you didn't. I mean, meth, like,
Well, the Navy SEALs know, like, it's like almost 4 days is like right before. They know exactly how long you can stay up before you start dying. Like, legit.
oh my God.
So they figured out the science of it. And,
Why?
And meth heads are like, I think we can do twice that.
Yeah. And lift a car. Aren't they like all? Oh, maybe that's crack where they get all that like crackhead strength.
I'm trying to find a positive interview about crack, like somebody talking about how good it feels.
It's tough.
Yeah, that's that's the YouTube.
They're not going to
has-
tell you that it's good because then people are going to want to do it.
But there's got to be an
No.
interview with a guy who's like, yeah, it's like
It's great.
it's great.
It's really high. Yeah, it's like that Mr. Show sketch where he's
here
like,
we
"You
go.
smoke crack?" He's like, "Yeah, it's crack." He's like, "What's it like?" He's like, "It's
Crack
great. It gets you really
cocaine.
high."
Oh yeah, that's
What
right.
is
It gets you really
smoking?
high.
It's great. It gets really high.
Crack like. Let's
see.
go.
It's crack. It gets you high.
What is crack like?
Let's see. What's crack like?
All right, here we go.
This leads into the short-term effects of crack use. You got loss of appetite, dilated pupils,
Good.
increased
Is he on
heart rate,
crack right now?
temperature, increased blood pressure, nausea, energy
No.
bursts, hyperstimulation,
Okay.
focus, sounds, visual, touches, all those are hyperstimulated. Talkative, some people go 100 miles an hour, other people get stuck. Some people just move, go nuts. OCD,
This doesn't
clean
sound
the same
fun.
little 2 square inch spot, for 5, 7, 10, 20 minutes. I'd get stuck sometimes in my car messing with the same little one spot, just
God damn.
bizarre, erratic, sometimes violent behavior. I'd say more of the violent behavior is during the come down period. That's definitely a tough period. Can hallucinate from coke and crack, definitely, big time. The coke bugs can definitely be a serious thing. I got those bad. If you don't know what they are, I'll put the card up. Tactile hallucinations, they're called. Formication.
bug.
Basically, the
you
feeling
think,
of bugs on or around our skin, crawling on us. It's
Oh
a
my
gross
God.
little feeling.
fun.
And then extreme depression. Those are all the short-term effects. Long-term effects of
What?
crack use. Tooth decay, tooth loss, mouth
Well, we don't need to hear about that.
Damn. I mean, that's a lot of.
It doesn't sound
negatives.
fun. I don't get the what's so fun about that.
Well, I guess
Being covered in bugs.
that's fucked up.
I had sex with a bug before.
So you've had sex with a pigeon and a bug?
Yeah. Threesome.
Yep. It was at Bridgestone.
Bug
one
was
year. I watched
loose,
it.
man.
I watched
It was
You
like
were there?
I watched it. It was at Bridgestone Comedy Festival.
yeah.
What was the bug? What kind of bug?
Just like a regular bug.
Like what? Like,
a
a,
beetle?
fly?
It was like a beetle
big
type
beetle?
bug.
That's offensive what you said about that bug. It's like a regular bug.
Yeah. It was a
I'm sure
normal-
he didn't feel like he was just a regular
Yeah,
bug. He probably felt
How
special.
do you know it was a dude bug?
her?
Yeah,
I
it
mean,
was a
dude.
female bug.
Okay.
And I gotta admit, it was
a female bug.
the bug had a
He's
big.
saying it was a male bug.
No, it wasn't either.
I mean, I did. It was a what?
It was a bug.
Yeah, it was just a
Bugs
bug.
don't really have gender.
It was yeah, it had both.
What was the
But it
size
gave
of
me
the
a blowy, and it was like giving a whale a tic tac.
You couldn't feel it?
Yeah, it was. Here's DMX talking.
Wait,
about
what
smoking
kind of
crack.
bug? Hold on, wait. What
So
kind?
speaking of fire,
Yeah,
Like a flying bug or like a cockroach-sized bug?
it wasn't a
It
cockroach.
was
I
an
would never
artisan.
have sex with a cockroach.
Artisan. Portland bug.
No. Granola bug.
Yeah.
Didn't shave.
It was hairy.
Yeah, hairy bug.
No, I don't
I
know
thought it
what-
was a tarantula at first. I was like, what are you doing?
I put a tarantula on my penis once.
Really, what did the tarantula do? Give you a hand job?
Yeah.
A leg job?
8-leg
Egg
job.
at one time? Did it? That's like a hug, though. I
Yeah.
guess.
It would have to go like.
It's called a bug hug.
Okay.
I bet if Google, do you think there's a video of someone with a tarantula in their dick?
Probably.
You know what? I wonder.
You guys
Does
are like
that,
a
does
fun
that fall
apartment in
under
college.
the? Does that fall under like bestiality?
I was just thinking that. Does it count if you're having sex with bugs? Because they're so small.
There's a word for it. You know there's a word for it.
Bug
fucking.
fucking.
Let's see.
It's like different than, like a dog or a cow. You know what I mean? It's a bug.
It is. I've never thought of having sex with bugs before.
But you watched
until this table, till I sat down at this table today.
Yeah, this guy.
We
put
think
a
about this
spider
stuff
on
all
his
the time.
penis.
All right, so this video may not be appropriate for kids, and it is it's disturbing on several different levels, especially if you're a man. So on Smarter Every Day, I try to keep everything very intelligent and respectful. But this video is crazy.
This is the
like
worst
you need to
youth-
think about
youth
whether or not you
pastor
want to
ever.
watch this, because now that I
All
know
right,
this
we do want
happens,
to watch it.
I have nightmares. And they're not good. They're not good nightmares, okay?
Well,
so
that's
you just think
redundant.
about
Yeah,
whether
yeah.
or not you
But
want to know
I
this
don't
information.
Trust this guy's science.
Do you want to know
anymore.
it?
Tell
Okay.
us.
Introduction.
Talk to me. There it is. Give an introduction right now. Give
Hey, it's me, Dustin. Welcome to Smarter Every Day. I'm in the Amazon rainforest.
He's got a bug on his face.
Yeah.
A big giant spider.
Some kind of thing.
penis tree, what this guy does to you, yeah, it's pretty much the third most venomous spider in the world. So Nutrienera.
Sounds like Josh
Yeah.
Brolin.
This is
I'm gonna stay this far away.
let's see.
Ananyev, am I saying that right?
That's right.
And you are a, let me get this, urologist, which is a...
All right, here we go.
Glorified peck check.
Excellent. Okay, so show me what we're doing here. What is going on with the erection?
Well, erection is a
Can we see it?
byproduct of both nerves.
I mean, it's
and,
just a guy
blood
sitting in a
vessels
chair.
working together once a man gets excited. Our penises consist of two chambers that have.
Yeah, we
one-way
know what that
valves.
is.
I have 3 chambers.
What does
in
this
my
have to
penis.
do with bugs?
Cavernosa
I don't
In the
know.
Amazon.
They communicate to each other.
You have three
Yeah,
chambers?
I didn't know we were gonna get on this topic, so I didn't pre-screen the videos.
He said it's probably not for kids at the beginning.
Well, because they're
It wasn't
talking
a
about
definite.
penises.
It wasn't a definite.
It,
Not
yeah,
for
it's
kids.
like it's for.
I don't
cool
think it's
kids.
about
Yeah.
putting a spider on your penis.
It didn't seem like it.
No, I think you just wanted to show kids his erection. It's elaborate.
Fucking pervert.
Elaborate.
Is putting a spider on your penis considered bestiality?
Google. Ask a Chat GPT. I don't know about having the Chat GPT like on your phone. Do you have that where you can like talk to them?
No, I have Siri. She listens.
Siri is kind of like a Siri, I guess.
Siri is AI. That
Yeah.
is what that is. It's Apple's version of that.
Yeah.
They've just been developing it quietly.
And
on
people
us.
didn't realize what it was.
Yeah.
But that's been around. That's where I'm like, this AI stuff, it's not like new.
Well, the new stuff is just
Well-
it's just like marketing bullshit. It's like, oh look, this is the new thing, so you still have to pay attention to us. Where it's like most of it doesn't work right.
Yeah.
It's just like bullshit. So
Yeah.
it's
like,
just so they can be like, oh look at our profits.
yeah. And Google phones, we have the new
But it
AI.
thinks now. Like you ask it a question, and
But you could ask Siri or Alexa, and they would tell you.
but they just kind of Google it.
That's
guess.
what that is. It's
What's in
doing
your
the same
mouth?
thing.
A mint.
The lozenge, the
Yeah,
nicotine
one
lozenge.
of my nicotine lozenges. Yeah, there you go, everybody.
Well,
I don't
you're
do
just
anything
kind of like,
anymore.
Yeah, you do nicotine.
yeah,
Well, yeah,
that's kind of a big one.
trying to stop vaping. How stupid is that?
Why?
Do you vape?
No, I'm just
But you smoke pot, right?
smoke. I love it.
So you stopped drinking.
Yep.
How long ago? Like 10 years ago or
About,
something?
yeah, about a decade, over a decade ago. Yeah.
Wow. And then, but you smoke pot like crazy.
It
Like, are you high right now?
not really.
Do you wake and bake?
Are you awake and bake?
Sometimes it depends on what I have to do.
Like what?
Like Like I have to take the kids to school every day and that kind
So
of
you
stuff.
got to get high before.
Got to
you
get
do that.
ripped.
Oh shit.
No, like if I'm just doing admin bullshit in the garage where I have to email and do all that stuff that we have to do for stand up.
You'll get high for that.
Yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
It takes the edge off.
Yeah.
And then I'm just like, blah, 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 and then, there's like rejection involved in it. So that kind of helps take
Yeah,
the
you're
edge
kinda
off.
like,
That's like, all right, now this part of it, got to do this.
Yeah.
But if I have to do like certain, like come here and stuff like that, it's not like I'm like.
Do you get high before shows?
Depends on the show.
I just was never the one who could be high and like function.
Oh, I've always been able, since the start, and that's why I'm aware that my chemicals are probably a little different than most people's.
Yeah, because you can like work. Like I worked at a restaurant
working out too
when you're high.
Oh God.
So I feel like when
I
I'm
could see
high, I
that.
just want to like.
But don't you get
Eat
paranoid?
cereal.
Do you ever get paranoid?
I had
like,
to
do you
stop
get like real?
in New York City when I lived there for a little bit because whatever I was getting from these Russian dudes or whatever I had that it made me really paranoid. In New York City, it's the worst place to be paranoid.
What kind of
people
paranoia?
everywhere.
Just
Everyone.
everybody's
There's so many
watching
people
you?
out to get me.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was like, I stopped there, and then when I moved to California, I could kind of gauge what was what because of the stores.
Yeah.
And that really changed the amount and how I used it, and it was probably more medically. But since I started, I was always the guy that was like, we'd smoke, and I'd be like, all right, let's go play ping pong or go do something. And they were like, what?
Yeah.
No. And I was
Yeah,
like,
no.
oh.
I just want to like watch a cartoon or something. I never pushed past that like threshold.
I got to the point where, well, when I first started doing stand up, I was a big pothead. And then I realized like a few years into it that it made me work. Like it made me dumber. And
you shouldn't do that.
I couldn't, I used to have like a rule where I'm like, okay, if I have a show at 8, I have to stop smoking pot by 5. But then not
Is that Austin?
Yeah, in Austin.
Well, I mean, that's most people in Austin are like, well, we got to be somewhere in 3 hours, so we should stop now.
Yeah, even though you've
then
been
aren't you
high
still
for
high? Yeah,
7
yeah.
hours,
Yeah.
it's like it doesn't clean out your brain.
You're just not like freshly high.
Yeah, you're just maybe that would help. I don't know.
You
it
getting
got to
high?
the point. Yeah,
Just a little
getting
bit.
high on stage, but it's just I get to. It's not the risk of having like it was never a great. Like, you smoke weed, and it's not like MDMA or something where you're like, oh, everything is like you're feeling pure joy or something.
I feel that way.
Oh, when you get high?
Do you have you done MDMA?
Yeah.
Did you like it? Or is that a little too much? A little too intense?
I liked it.
This is
I
a
didn't
drug
need it.
episode.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well, you wanted to smoke crack, so.
Yeah, you're the one who brought up crack and
Well,
fucking bugs and pigeons.
Well, and you're freshly like sober. So like you're trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. Because like part of me when I quit drinking was like I didn't quit doing other stuff, and I realized that I had been drunk when I tried a lot of other stuff.
Yeah.
So I fucked around for a little bit with just like, oh, what's this like without booze and stuff, and I figured out like just pretty much just like weed. I'll do mushrooms like once a year therapeutically, take too much and then cry, and then it's the
Maybe
best.
I need to do that. Maybe I need to take some mushrooms.
Go
to
do
reset.
ayahuasca.
But you see, I've had bad mushroom trips too, but that was always I think
You needed to
mushrooms.
have it though.
Yeah, I mean maybe I don't know, but it was more external.
Everything doesn't have to feel good, man.
Well,
That's true.
it's all paranoid. It's
and
all
ayahuasca. Do
paranoia
ayahuasca.
related.
Is
I should.
I did DMT.
You could do it with Cora.
Yeah, we both did.
Oh,
at
you
the
did it
same time.
together.
Oh yeah, yeah.
We did it.
Do
in
that
Portland.
again. Do that again.
Because ayahuasca is just that's all that is
Yeah.
DMT at the end, but you don't have to vomit and stuff.
Yeah.
And-
We figured that's like science figuring that out. So
what
we
was
don't
your
have to be like,
experience
"Ooh."
with the DMT?
It changed. I dropped a lot of nonsense
Yeah.
that I was hung up on, career wise in my life, things that it allowed me to drop my ego on a lot of things that didn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
And like people ask like, how many times have you done it? I'm like, once, and it worked.
Yeah.
So I don't really have to do it again. but it kind of gave me like a, hey, have fun with this. This is like a,
Life is
reaffirming that what we're all told. It's
I mean, that's one thing that I got in DMT where it was just like the main message I got was like, you make everything harder than it needs to be.
That's true. You do that.
Yeah.
You do that.
I know, but I didn't
You do
give
that.
me any answer.
For real, you do that.
You do that.
You fucking do that shit.
I make my wiener harder than it needs to be when I put a spider on it.
What would my DMT say?
Try it. I don't know.
No, you tell. What do you think it would say?
There's no way for me to.
Well, I could have told you that. I could have told you that. You make.
It's not how it works, though. Because
you have to go to another dimension.
I'll never do it.
You're not going to another dimension. You're just opening yourself up to what's already there.
No, thank you.
I didn't.
I'll just take my wine. Thank you very much. It's wine
o'clock.
o'clock.
Everyone's chemicals are different.
I like cocaine. I haven't done it.
Don't say that.
I've never done it, but if
Yeah.
I were to have done it, I would have enjoyed it. I've never done it though. Don't do that, kids.
Yeah, don't do. This should be this is an anti-drug.
We don't believe.
episode.
But you know what? I do think it would be better if they were more honest about what. I mean, kids are gonna. If you want to do it, they're gonna do it. Although I do think Dare saved me from doing a lot of stuff because I was scared I was gonna die.
I mean, you don't think about that. You have 2 kids.
Well, you can die from it. So there is that is.
But
real.
that like you can take one pill and then you're dead, or like all this fentanyl stuff. It's like, oh, it does kind of freak me out.
Yeah, fentanyl is scary. I don't understand the fentanyl thing. Like, why would you kill your customers?
Maybe they don't do it.
Because
on
isn't that the
they
way
don't do
it
it on
works? Like, you
purpose.
think you go and you're like, hey, I'm gonna go buy some Molly, and the person who was
was like,
making the Molly is just like, oh, I'll just put fentanyl in half of it.
Someone tried to explain this to me, and the way I understood it was like, and I wasn't part of this scene, but remember, like when it was just ecstasy, it wasn't Molly. It was like those pills, but there was like a ton of it was
like
cut
meth
with like
and
all kinds of
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
It's similar to that where it's like people mix a little bit of it because it does make you feel fucking amazing.
Okay.
Fentanyl.
Yeah, and
Oh,
so,
it does?
Yeah, it's
That's like morphine,
it's
isn't
one
it?
of the strongest opiates you can, like man-made opiates there is. Like it's.
Well, I want to try fentanyl. That's gonna be the
Okay,
podcast.
wait, no.
You will get addicted to it.
Okay.
Yeah, or it'll kill you. So
You will
that's how
take
that
too
works.
much and then you'll fall asleep and you
That's
won't
how it
wake up.
Yeah,
Well, that's
it's really
fine.
bad. It's really bad for you.
So what's this? What's the administrative work that you have to do as a stand-up?
He said emails.
You
Send emails.
Do
You
not
have an email
book
list?
yourself and all that stuff, and then
No,
He doesn't. He
I don't do anything.
Gave up on that.
I gave up. I don't do stand-up anymore. I
Cool.
don't think.
You don't do. He doesn't.
How do you do that? I don't know how to do
Well,
that.
it's
Sounds awesome.
you know, you get. I think you get to a point where you're like, listen, I've been doing this for a while. I'm not anywhere near I thought I would be at this point, and and it's just kind of exhausting.
Yeah, that's how I make money.
Yeah,
And it's a real trap I've set for myself.
it's a
Yeah.
real trap. Yeah.
I enjoy the fuck out of the stand-up part, but the
I mean, I
travel
shouldn't
and the
say I
being away from
stopped.
My family's not
Yeah.
ideal.
How many weeks a year are you on the road? I mean, you're always out there, right?
78.
78 weeks a year.
Hold on.
Hold on, let's do
Let's do a little bit of math. There's 5 days a week, 78 weeks in a year. That's like. It's like half a year or something. That's like 6 months.
Yep,
6 months a year.
That's a lot.
it is a lot.
I think it would be
I'm-
good if you went on the road, Brendan.
But I wouldn't make any money.
Don't you think that we get
Why
along
do you say?
better
I mean,
when you're gone?
Yeah, you can make money. If you're starting out with like, I'm not gonna make any money.
That's
Well,
what I'm
I mean,
saying.
but
It's
There's money to
negative.
be made out there.
I've done some stuff. I just don't have a fan base, really.
Well, because you don't
Most
go.
people don't that do it.
All right.
That's the fascinating. Like I have a small one, but like that helps. But like what I've realized is like, it's like when you start and you realize like, oh, there's like a lot of actually unfunny people that are professional comedians.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're an actually funny person. So you've already gotten the step ahead.
I'm not
right there.
funny anymore since I quit drinking.
God, you're right.
This is what I deal with all day, every day. Finally, someone can witness it. It's that same like, oh, okay.
Okay, yeah,
All
you
right,
aren't
fine.
funny
Yeah,
anymore.
you suck.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Thank you.
Oh, look.
We got to hang out with Billy Wayne
Oh,
more.
look, this
All right,
gun-
let's go on the road.
He's on my side.
This gun with one bullet fell out. Look, Brandon, pick it up.
No, listen. Okay, I have an announcement to make. I am still funny. That's it.
You are. So just like chill.
Remember Jared?
He's
from
learned how.
Subway?
He's from Philly and he stopped drinking. That
I
is
know,
like,
that is pretty
there's
crazy.
like a whole new like
it's a big thing, you know.
culture. You're having culture shock too a little bit.
Is that your first year of sobriety? What was that like? Well, but you're smoking weed though.
Yeah, but it was. I didn't drink every day, which I think helped.
Okay.
Mine, and I think I used it as like a catalyst. I was using it as motivation for other stuff. Like every day I didn't drink. I was learning new stuff about this and this and this.
Like what?
I was like replacing that time
With something positive.
with something like interesting that I wanted to do that I hadn't been doing because of drinking. Like that kind of, or fixing stuff that I needed to fix because I didn't fix it because of drinking. Does that all that make sense?
It
God,
does.
This got fucking serious.
Yeah, this is serious. This
No,
isn't
I
the
think
fun
that's a good-
podcast that
I'm having fun.
But I know when I
Ragging
do
on
talk
you.
about this stuff, I do get emails and stuff from people like, "Oh man, thanks, that helps." And like, you know, so I do. There is value in what we're doing, but it is such a silly podcast that I'm just like, "Oh, sorry."
No, I think it's good to be.
I think our
sincere every
podcast
once in a while.
vacillates. Is that am I using that right?
Nope.
Oscillates.
It you know, sometimes there's vacillate, isn't that?
I don't think that's a word.
No.
You're thinking oscillate.
It sounds like a porno term.
It sounds something like a
Like
penis
a,
becoming
like
hard.
a porno
Like a
crew
vas
term.
deferens.
It's like, oh, he is vacillating left and right in this shot. We've got to
Vacillate. Alternator weaver between
Alternator weaver?
or waver between different opinions or
Don't
actions.
make fun because we were wrong. We can't.
So vacillate, like, yeah, we can have
We were so
super
wrong.
silly episodes, and
Well,
then
or
sometimes
he
we
could just
talk.
be making it up because he's a genius.
Yeah.
Because he's like, look, it says it right
Yeah,
here. We're not
see,
even
you have the
looking.
computer. My phone doesn't have any internet connection.
All right, I'm going to call the liquor store and tell them I stopped drinking.
You should be doing that.
Drinking?
You should. I think that's.
I think I should just go back.
I think you should.
I don't think you can shift your. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Hey. I just. I'm a customer there. I've been a customer there for probably 15 years.
All right.
And I recently quit drinking. So
All right.
I probably won't be around as much. If that's, I just, you know, I'm going through, you know, when you do AA or whatever, you have to call people and like apologize or whatever.
Never heard of it, but
Well,
sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to spend. I hope it doesn't hurt your business too much, but I was, you know, I can't. I was spending like, you know, $100 a week there, and I'm probably just not gonna be doing that anymore.
as I say, life goes on. I mean, life continues on.
Should he start drinking again though? Because he's kind of like a bummer when he's sober.
All of a sudden, I got a different person on the phone.
Yeah, I'm his
that's
wife.
my wife. That's my wife. Yeah.
I thought it was a recording.
No,
No,
no, no, no.
no.
That's my wife.
I'm a real person, and I want him. Could you convince him to drink again because he's just kind of like depressed or whatever?
I can't force a person to drink again.
Well, try to persuade him. Say why drinking is good.
No, I don't think that's my position to say that.
Well,
could you give him like 10% off liquor? Would that would help?
That's a good incentive.
Yeah, if I do start drinking again, could I get like a discount?
You should. That would be
Like I
so
said,
funny if your store had a discount for members of AA. That's funny.
That's a good idea. That's a
That's
good
funny.
business thing.
Oh, like you get whatever your coin says.
Now I got
That's
3
the-
people on the phone.
That's the
Yeah, that's
percentage.
Billy.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? I'm Bill. Hey, that's a good idea for your business. Like if
But
they
this
have
sounds,
that,
this sounds really weird, though.
Well, wait. Listen to his. He's a marketing
it's halfway, of course
genius.
it
Yeah, he
sounds.
does administrative
Yeah,
work.
it's like let me get the whole pitch up.
Go ahead.
It's like if they come in and they're like, I'm ready to relapse, and then they show you the AA coin, they get whatever number or
Yeah.
percentage off. Oh, that's it. It's a good idea for your business.
But no,
I'm
thanks.
20 years sober now. I'm
I
gonna
get
get
20%
20% off.
Yeah. I think that's a
such
good
a-
idea.
That is kind of
Even
funny.
the liquor store guy was like, "This seems dark."
Yeah. It's just not fun and silly every time.
That was fun and silly. That was like, it was actually,
I thought that was actually a funny idea.
even as like someone that doesn't drink, if like a liquor store did do that, I would be like, that's pretty funny.
Or they had a sign even like discount for if you're AA.
Yeah.
I'd laugh at that.
Do you go to AA?
No, they didn't. It was the
They wouldn't let you in.
I went.
They're like, you're high, sir. You can't come in.
Oh yeah. I
Your
guess
eyes
you're
are
not
red.
allowed to. With AA, I don't think you're allowed to do anything. They're just.
Is that right? I don't know. I just didn't care for the higher power part of it, where they still say it's like not up to you, and it's like it is. It is up to me whether to pour that in my mouth or not.
You ever see the classic South Park episode where Randy's like goes to AA and he's like, I'm sick, and he's like in a wheelchair. He's like, it's the alcohol, Stan. I have a disease. It's really funny.
What was that, Mitch Hedberg, where alcoholism's the only disease you can have where people yell at you for having it?
Yeah. He's like, damn it, man, you have lupus. Yeah.
It's so funny.
Well, that helped me like to think about how pretty easy it is to quit. Let's say it is a disease. They can't prove that or whatever. It's a theory.
Right.
So most people have to take medicine to help their disease or whatever, put things in themselves or bandages. All I have
put a
to
spider
do
on your penis
is nothing.
Yeah, just don't
I
do it.
just don't have to pour. I just don't have to do anything.
You just don't have to buy it. Yeah.
And I love doing nothing.
Yeah.
Have you ever? So you haven't had a drop of alcohol, or do you ever have a beer every now and then, or
no?
never?
At once I had. I don't even know how far in I was, but my wife got some Trader Joe's root beer because I liked root beer.
Yeah.
And it was spiked. It was, it was like hard root beer.
Oh yeah,
and I
yeah.
didn't notice, and I cracked it open during the day, and I had it, and I was like, ugh, this tastes terrible. It was an awful root beer, but I finished it, and I was like, I'm never gonna have. Then I felt amazing for about 5 minutes, and then I felt like I had to go lay down. Like it was all within like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, I feel fucking good. And then I was like, I don't feel good. And then her 15-year-old cousin was over later, and she was like, oh, you got the spiked root beer. And I was like, yeah, well, that's who that's for, is a 15-year-old. That's who would know what that was.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I had one, yeah. And I cannot handle booze anymore. That was like the last time I've had.
You went through the whole thing. You felt good, then you
had
and then you had
instant hangover.
Yeah, it was crazy.
It's never worth the hangover. It's really not.
It was a fun reminder of being like, it's straight up poison.
Yeah. Except wine is good.
No,
it's good for your heart.
It's not.
It's good for your heart.
Beans are good for your heart.
The more you eat, the more you fart.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/World Record Podcast. Patreon.com/World Record Podcast.